This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The B3As will stage its senior nationals and world championship trials this weekend, and one of the names you're going to want to look out for is Carmisha Cox.
She's ranked high in the Big Ten in the 200. She's just short of qualifying for the world champs. She ran a 23.33, which is just short of the qualifying time. So I'm confident that she's going to put on a good race come nationals. And there's going to be a lot of competition at nationals. You got Shawnee, who's really running well. You got Anthony Strong. So these girls, they're going to pull out the best in her.
Our men's national basketball team is back home after winning the silver medal at the Caribbean Championships in the British Virgin Islands over the weekend. Before the tournament started, head coach Mario Boleg was hopeful the Bahamas would repeat as champions, but he now believes the second place finish may be a blessing in disguise as they move on to the next round of qualifying.
In the last 4 years, the second team has been given a more softer pool to head to the next level, and maybe that's the way Lord had it for us to finish second. We wanted the goal, but he probably said to us it's time to move on, so we take the second place at that time, and hopefully it will work in our favor when Central come around next year.
A surprise announcement coming during the opening of the Bahamas Baseball Federation's 13th annual Andre Rogers Nationals in Grand Bahama. President Craig Salty Kemp made it known that this would be his last term in office.
This is an election year, so definitely I will not be seeking re-election in our upcoming AGM. It wasn't something that I had planned to say that particular night. I had something that's planned to say, but in between the time of leaving my seat when I was invited to the podium, in between that time, it just came over me that I had to say farewell to Grand Bahama and to all our supporters and our fans who have been so great to us, and particularly me as the leader. I'm happy I did do it now that I have had some time to think about it.
Now, while Kemp's announcement came as a surprise to many, the same cannot be said about the level of play displayed at this year's Nationals. Over the years, the Nationals has brought out the best in our young ball players, and as Charles Fisher tells us tonight, 2015 was no different.
It was an experience for all the teams involved in the Nationals, especially those from the Family Islands like Exuma, Long Island and Abaco.
Just after our game this morning with Grand Bahama, two of the scouts from the States pulled me aside and said that he loved the improvement that he's seen with Exuma baseball from last year to this year. Our first 2 years have been extremely challenging for us with uniforms and making 2 flights to get into Grand Bahama. But the determination to get the young men exposed to the competition that exists around the Family Islands has been encouraging.
We did well, man, because in Long Island we didn't have a good season. We only played 1 game because we had a problem with 13-15. So I had to move most of the young players and bring them up to play with the 13-15.
Thank God for the position we come today. And we had a couple of through the tournaments to cause us to get in the spot where we used to be playing for the bronze medal round, but without God we couldn't do it, so we thanking him, and I thank Nigel for bringing us here for this experience one more time. This is our 5th year here, and we placed this time, so I'm quite happy.
Now they will take all this experience back to their respective islands.
It is my intentions to bring persons into Exuma to assist with the training program. I've met with Bishop, and Bishop I've said that he will come down and work on the program, as well as the 2 scouts that are here from the Cincinnati organization say that they would like to come into Exuma and work with the program. So I'm going to take whatever we have, all the positive things from here, go back into the communities of Exuma and seek to get the more young men involved in the program.
We will definitely practice and be competitive for next year, but this motivates the kids, and like I said earlier, we just need more grown-up softball players to come and assist the kids, and I think we can do a lot more with some assistance. The players they get serious in their schoolwork now, because they know a player we had last year, he's one of the best pitchers in Grand Bahama, and everybody want to follow him, so everybody getting in their books and getting it together to try to pursue his dream too.
When we go back, we'll start early. Next year will be better. If the parents get more involved, then it'll be better season.
For ZNS Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Charles. Well, the Emancipation Holiday weekend in August will be a busy time for sloop sailing in the country. And tonight, Julian Gibson tells us about one of the regattas you may want to attend.
Dwight Hart is the man behind the staging of the Rollville Exuma Regatta. And according to the chairman, all is in place for this year's event.
This is the 73rd annual Rollville Regatta. We try to say we're the oldest regatta, but I think there's a little discussion between Rollville and Mangrove Key, but Rollville is certainly, if not the oldest, the second oldest regatta, and plans come along very well. We've got a good team of workers here in Nassau, also in Rollville, and they're putting together a very, very good program for this upcoming 73rd Rollville Regatta.
How many boats are you expecting?
We anticipate having at least 13 C-class boats at this year's regatta, and possibly 14. We're working on a 8th card coming out of Long Island. And if we can pull that off, I think some of the fellas at some of those other regattas, I ain't call no name, you can be a little upset. But at least 13. We have 10 boats in Exuma itself, and another 3 boats we expect to come out of Nassau so far, including the Sweet Island Girl and the Reverend McPhee's Thunderbird also.
By the way, the Class C boat Dwight is trying to lobby to come to Rollville is the Witty K. Reporting for ZNS Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
Thanks a lot, Julian. Now, sloop sailing has been in the McPhee family for many years now, and as Charles Fisher tells us, there's a new generation taking the sport to even higher heights.
Talk about having a passion. Philip McPhee Jr. takes his passion of sailing to another level, making sure everything is captured through the camera lens.
Well, what I do is I jump overboard and I go by the buoy and I capture the images so the boat's coming across.
Risky and dangerous, why?
Yeah, pretty risky, I ain't gonna lie. One of the fishermen, the local fishermen, told me that there's a tiger shark that lives out there. So hopefully I didn't encounter him, but it's worth it though, because the footage that I got, well, you guys off, and you guys will be able to show the world and the Bahamas.
He travels from regatta to regatta getting his shots, using his own funds. Water has been his life, passed down for many generations.
I've been doing it now for about, basically all my life. My dad, my grandfather, W.G. McPhee, Philip McPhee, passed it on to me. So I've been, from I could have a camera in my hand, I could swim. It's a hobby of mine, but then I want to turn it into something more, beneficial for the Bahamas. You understand?
What equipment do you use?
I use regular GoPro cameras. And I have a few friends that have drones that we put in the air, but it's just regular GoPro cameras.
Keep up the good work. For ZNS Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.